So I'm going to make sure this is working on YouTube. Let's see. It's working. Okay. YouTube is working. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, Brittany 888. So if some of you guys have been kind of waiting, I had this show scheduled at 4 and I got caught up in taxes and an OBS system. Welcome in, everybody. So the last 2 hours I've been messing around with an OBS system on my computer, and I decided, heck no, that is way too complicated. There's something on my glasses. That is way too complicated for me. So that's why I kept rescheduling my show. Hey, Mary. Hope you're doing okay. I'm just cleaning off my glasses because this little white dot was driving me nuts. Also, you know how sometimes like you have a show scheduled and you're not totally feeling up to it? I was kind of feeling that way about this business chat, but I wanted to show up anyways. And part of that is because I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about. So I'm a handmade seller, and it's been rough, but it's been really great, figuring everything out. So one thing I thought about talking about was planning. Does anybody drop hearts in the chat if you guys have a hard time planning for your small business? I'm curious. Because for me, I never really had a plan. I just kind of dove into it. The raw, that's kind of how I learn, is just by things out. So then I got myself a business planner, which holds me, which I think is very important. Because then I can, what I do, like at least once a week, I'll planner and will plan what I want to get done during the week. Not have to mentally remember be organized. How's everybody doing? Mary, Venomized Stitch. Yeah, I was like, why are you guys so quiet? Hang on. I put my phone in the windowsill. Hopefully that helps. You overplan. We'll have to talk about that. Is this better, you guys? My phone is in the windowsill. Thank you, Judy. Okay. Yay. Okay, so over planning. Let's talk about that for a sec. Let me see, because I have done that and I still do it, but I catch myself. So we're going to talk about that. That's a great thing. Over planning. And I'm kind of like journaling notes here. So here's an example of over planning for me. Like I want to do all of this stuff in one day, right? Like listing, what else? Listing. I make jewelry. So my perspective is coming from the making the making of my jewelry. Sometimes when I go into live business chats, I'm like, okay, this is a reseller, so they are talking from that stance of reselling. But I try to integrate what I think I could integrate into what I do. So for me, over planning was all right, like do some listings on my website, share all the stuff I just listed to Instagram, Facebook, all those places, then make posts about it, which is kind of dreadful. I'm terrible at that. Um, write, send out an email, like planning out so much in one day that you don't get all of it done because then you have mentally overwhelmed yourself. You moved way too fast in the day, and then you're bummed out because you didn't accomplish all of those things. So before I have a bunch of Tektite crystal specimens, and I was like making myself do like 10 listings a day for Etsy and my website and all that. But I'm like, okay, I figured out I'm not making enough sales to do that many listings in a day. So what I did was this might help you, Atomic Vintage. I hope it does. So take all of the things that you over plan and break it up throughout the week or throughout the month, whatever it is. So I have my business planner uh Monday through Friday, right? This is what I'm going to do on these days and this week. And then next week, the things you didn't do in the before week, do those things next week. So if you break it up, it's a little bit less crazy. I hope that helps because it's really easy to overplan. That's what I did. Yeah, see, I'm so happy. Okay, that's awesome. So, I am live on YouTube and it is working. So, anybody that rewatches this on YouTube, please know I am talking to my whatnot friends here, but you guys can't see it, so it might look a little funny. Which is why I was playing with an OBS system, but it is just like way too crazy and complicated. I am tech savvy, but I am not that tech savvy. So yeah, I'm going to write that down. Over planning, break up your goals into a larger time frame. Welcome in, Yvonne. Larger time frame. That has helped me a lot. And even then, if there's like something I didn't do that I wanted to do, I move it to the next week. Like taxes, for example. I dove into it today because mine are really complicated because I do my own and it's just, crazy. Crazy. Okay, so does anybody have any other suggestions on over planning? Because it really is easy to do that. Do you guys have any ideas on that or any input? Let's see. So what do you do, Atomic Vintage? Are you a reseller? Beautifully comfortable. I love that. Welcome in. So I am doing these. I make jewelry. That is my small business. I have been on Whatnot for about almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in I think it's been 2 years. Nice, 35 years, that's awesome. So you've probably had quite the journey. I'm starting to do these chats every other Sunday. Prioritize plans with a got to today, need to today, and as I can. Judy, you guys should screenshot that. That is awesome. I'm going to write that down. That is great. Let's see. Prioritize plans with got to, need to, and as I can. Yes. Finally going digital. Hey, Cheryl. As I can. I'm writing this stuff down for future talks. This is great. How's it going, Cheryl? That's awesome, Judy. That was really good. So Atomic Vintage, that is awesome. How has it been going for you? Doing okay? Have you been making pretties? So I made this necklace, this knotted necklace the other night. I made it for myself. You made a sun catcher? I'd love to see it, Cheryl. Okay, so I do live creating free flow wire wrapping shows Thursdays and Fridays. Now, with this, when I first started on Whatnot, I was focused on selling, and I got caught up in the I was running my earrings for really, really cheap, right? Because my brain was like, well, this is totally natural to feel this way. My brain was like, everything else on Whatnot is super cheap. Who's going to spend $10 on my earrings, right? So I was starting them at like $5, and then they were selling and selling, and I slowly brought it up. But now with how long I've been on here, it was tricky doing it the way she did it, Judy, but I can do it. Yeah. So with how long I've been on here and everything I've learned, I am a huge advocate for handmade community, and I support all sellers, but handmade is my heart. I've been making jewelry for almost 9 years, and it can be very hard. Thanks, Judy. So for handmade to come onto Whatnot, it's easy to feel this need to do that to make sales. Um, so then I started doing a monthly raid train called Artisan Alley, and the rule is running nothing handmade less than $10, which is to inspire other handmade sellers or sellers that make stuff, whether it is a business or a hobby, to, regardless of what it is, not feel the need to undervalue your work and your time and your efforts and your supplies and all of that jazz. Yes. Yes, we do. And it's really easy to. I think it's a natural part of the learning process. Rebecca, I mean, say you pay $80 for a really fancy strand of gemstone beads, and then you spend 2 hours hand knotting it, right? And say you are worth, this is just an example, 50 an hour because of your skill, your experience. So that's 100, right? 2 hours, 50 an hour, 100. The beads were 80. So that's 230. And then, so if I were to sell this, I would price it at like 300. Cause then you got to make the profit off of those beads too, right? So it's easy to not do that because you're afraid of what the price looks like. But based on everything, if you have a formula, that is what it is. And there is always somebody out there that is willing to pay that. Beautifully comfortable, what do you do? Yeah, Judy. Yes. Which, by the way, you guys, the 19th is Artisan Atelier Raid Train hosted by Daydreamer Debbie. So that's on the 19th, and I'm not sure what I'm going to be demoing yet, but it'll probably be a free flow wire wrap of some sort. Okay. Beautifully comfortable. Let me know what you do. Are you a seller? I know. That's how I learned too. I didn't watch YouTube or anything. I figured it out. And then I see other wire wraps and I'm like, oh, I can see where they took that weave and where they put this, and I can read the wire, which is helpful. But once in a while, I do look at like pictures on Pinterest and things like that to find inspiration. So, okay. So what topics do you guys want to talk about? So, thank you, Judy. I think this is hard for me because I have a lot to talk about, but I don't know where to start, sort of thing. And so my thing with YouTube is I am like, all my videos are so raw. Like, this is me. This whole thing is going on YouTube. And when it gets rewatched, it's going to be weird because some of the viewers might be, who is she talking to? But like I said, it's my friends here on Whatnot. But I don't care. I'm like, I'm not going to edit nothing. This is just going to be me. This is just me. You want to talk about you, Judy? I'm not writing that down. Don't worry. Okay, let's see. What things have I written down? I love, you have come so far in your wire wrapping. It's amazing. It's amazing. Let's see. I am looking for, I love this business planner so much. You could even use this for hobbies. Oh, that's good though. I can imagine, being told that, in your learning journey, because we've witnessed it, and you have literally come up with your own style, and I see it. Like, the stuff that you make, I haven't seen anywhere else. Like, this is Judy's jewelry line. It's amazing. Okay, so there is like meeting notes papers in my business planner, and I want to start utilizing those. So today is February 16th. What not? Or have you worked on anything else? I love that. I have a few of those where you're like, oh, I should finish that. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate you hanging with me. I'm not sure. I know Judy's in here. Okay, yeah, it's just us. Thanks, Judy. Oh, Cheryl is still here. Let me see. I'm gonna grab my iPad. I'm in my jammies. Don't mind me. Let's see. Oh, it's dead. All right. We'll use my computer to go to messages. Oh no, Cheryl. Okay. Messages. There it is. Oh, go away. There we go. There it is. Oh, wow. That is so pretty, Cheryl. I love the color combination. I can't make it bigger on my computer, so I'll look at it again later. Yeah. Well, let me see if my... Okay, my iPad turned on, so just give me a sec, guys. That was lightning fast. All right, we're going to go here because you guys aren't going to be able to see it very well on my computer. Okay. Can I show Cheryl? Okay, I got your permission. So it's two, is it the same sun catcher? Or is it two different sun catchers? It's the same. Hey, Libby. We are checking out Cheryl's sun catcher. All right. So I'm gonna, instead of pulling my phone out, let me switch. There, now it's focusing. That's really pretty. It's like a rainbow, but it's like a chill rainbow. It's calming. I like that, Cheryl. And then, okay, yeah. The other one is, so it's the same sun catcher. It's a little blurry, Cheryl. It's so pretty though. I can tell there's a flower and hearts, and you can see the sunlight going through the color. Did you make it for yourself? Gonna switch. Let's see. No, but yes. No, after I made this knotted necklace the other night, I want to make another one. And I want to make it using, so these are opal, but I want to use these Peruvian opals up here. Thank you. She's doing a carry. It's funny. So right now, let's see. Okay, so here's something I can talk about. I was in a Whatnot seller show, and they're a reseller, and they have a lot of great information. Making Grace Vintage. I don't know if you guys have popped in there, but I was watching and I'm like, okay, what can I take from this to help me with my jewelry business? And I asked because so when I go to in-person vending events, my table is covered and it's like 100 wire wrap pendants on my table, and then earrings here, some rocks here, some bracelets here. And I'm finding that I'm like, okay, is it too much to look at once? Like, should I just have some bracelets and some earrings and some rocks and maybe like 10 pendants sitting out? And he had said to take the design that has had the most sales and make more of that design, which is hard for me because I like to free flow, which is why I have so many different pendants. But what the design was is one of the classes I teach. I'm looking for an example. It's the sunburst pendant. A lot of you guys have seen that one with the weaving going down the side and then the beads going up the other side. That has sold the most for me. But I also don't want to have a bunch of duplicated pieces. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Judy. Okay, Cheryl. Um, five. So he said pick 5 different designs, which is hard because I've made so many designs. What do you mean, Judy? My vertical space. Trying to figure out what you mean. Are you talking about like on the table? Vertical space. 5 is too little. Oh, I'm working on that. I am working on that. It's very tricky. I'm still figuring out my display. I'm still figuring out how to nicely display my wire wrap pendants. I actually just ordered these wooden risers and they're hexagon in shape and they can like fit nicely together like puzzle pieces and they sit at different heights. That might look really good, but it is hard to display pendants. Like, I feel like I've tried everything. I put the little dangly tags on them. I feel like that looks messy, right? Having all these pendants with all these dangly tags. So now I put stickers on the back of them, which looks a lot nicer. I do, Libby. Oh, I do. Trust me. Yep, I've seen people do that, Judy. It's a good idea. You know what I have a really hard time with? Is I get a little bit in my head when 10 people at a time. Like one person walks up, two people walk up, three people walk up, and they're just like coming by, walking by, rolling through. There has been events I've gone to where that's happening, and I'm like, "Hello, I made all of this jewelry. Feel free to pick it up, check it out. It's got a lot of detail." And you just keep walking. And I'm not like pushy or anything. I can be very quiet. Have a table. Yeah. Yeah. It's I'm still trying to figure out my approach, I guess, when it comes to vending. I think I do okay. It's just really hard for me. And so I'm always telling myself it's really hard, and then it gets harder. Um I like that idea, Libby. I think that's what Rebecca does, kind of. Yeah. This time I'm going to experiment with welcome to my table. Yeah. So if you guys were shopping at a cool little market, right? And you're walking up to a table, and I'm sure you guys would talk to the vendor, have a raffle. The Gem Show Club does that. I'm actually gonna donate. Let me show you guys what I made. So I made um brochures, right? That's the back side. I have to cut them out and fold them. So when somebody purchases something, they're going to get a brochure with where are those baggies at? With a big green, oh, here we go. So the brochures are going to go in this with a coupon, with a pair of earrings, with a keychain. It's basically like an awesome thank you for supporting Handmade Bag. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do with this. The other thing too is I have smaller ones, and there's 10 of them. I put together 10. So my mom came up with this idea of starting a gift basket. So I have 10 ready to go. In each bag there's business card, a coupon, a pair of earrings, and a cool rock. So it's going to be somebody can buy the whole entirety of the gift basket for, let's say, $50, right? And they can take it to whatever event they're going to. Like if they are a real estate agent and they're showing a house, they can buy the gift basket, take it to the showing, and pass out the gifts, which then there's 10 walking advertisements. I love my mom. She is such ditz and very smart. Though I am too, so there's that. But she actually helped me fill out this business planner. But I think that gift basket would be a great conversation starter at the gym show. Um it'll help me a lot because I'll have something to talk about. I try to get something to talk about when someone walks up to my table and they're looking, and I'm like, feel free to pick it up, But sometimes it's like no matter what I say, they like look and then they look at me and then they keep walking. Yep, my mom said realtors, people that are doing like baby shower, I don't know, take it to a bakery. There's so many things you can do. Excuse me. Doctors, that's a cool idea. Yeah. So I'm excited about that, and I just have to make sure all of that is ready to go. So, how are you guys doing? I'm just enjoying talking to you guys. I don't think anybody has said anything on YouTube. Let me check. Oh, Dr. Skipper said, I love your Dollar Tree glasses. That's funny. These, Dr. Skipper, if you are still here, YouTube has a little bit of a lag. These are actually from Zenni Optical. Judy. Zenni is awesome. All you need is your prescription, and you just put it in and hunt down your frames and get them shipped, and you're good. And it's affordable. Okay. So I have been on for about 30 minutes. No, it's glass. These are trifocals. So right now you're kind of blurry. I see you perfectly blurry. And this is why my eyes look funny. I don't know if you guys notice, but like these really magnify. Progressive. Yeah, progressive. I love them though. They've helped me so much. Okay, so let's see. The 19th is Debbie's Raid Train, Daydreamer Debbie. March 15th is the 1 year anniversary of, yeah, it's Zenni Optical, Libby. March 15th is the 1 year anniversary of Artisan Alley. It's crazy to think about. And then the next train for Artisan Creative is March 10th and 11th. So that's awesome. I was seeing what my husband was doing. All right, guys, I think no idea. You have no idea what to demo for Debbie's train. I haven't figured it out either, but I'm sure I'll whip something up last minute. Let's see. Libby, so you're doing a little girls collection. What if you did a bookmark? That would that would take too long, huh? Yeah. If you did a bookmark. What if you did a heart? I'm trying to help, sorry. Could do a heart or the fox. Those cats look like foxes to me. They look like foxes. I keep looking over at my YouTube to make sure I'm not ignoring anybody. What do you guys think I should demo? A backpack charm. That's a cool idea. I like that. I'm not sure. I'll probably do earrings. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to call it good, you guys. You could do that too. Yeah. I might try to do it with you. Come here. Come here. This is Derecho. He's the sweetest. No, I need to get a scroll screw press so that it's like $80, but I need to build up the funds for that. Once I get that, I'm going to start playing with them more, because then I can actually press the metal into the molds to get that design. I know, me too. I'm excited. It's going to be amazing. All right, guys. I'm going to call it good. I appreciate you hanging out with me. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Libby. I really appreciate you guys. This was a good business chat. Oh, Libby, I would love to see pictures. Yeah, send me pictures. All right. Hello, Cowgirl Day. I was just going to end the show. Thanks for popping in. You guys can always rewatch this on YouTube. The beginning was a lot about planning and business related stuff, and it was great. I appreciate you guys. Have a great night. Oh, bookmark my show tomorrow. I'm going to do my jewelry show tomorrow.